Today I'm going to show you an easy method to machine sew a fully lined sleeveless dress. I started on this garment by sewing the shoulder seams of both the dress fabric and the liner fabric. Then I sewed, clipped, and turned the neckline. If you like, you can finish the neckline with a blind stitch like I've done here. After that, it's time to sew the sleeveless armholes. Today I'm going to show you the roll method. To do this, you will lay the garment flat as you see here. Then you will roll the dress from one side toward the other. It's best to do a nice tight roll. Like this. Then you will flip the fabric that you have underneath over top like this. So this is the fabric that I have underneath. I'm going to flip it over the roll and I will line my shoulder seams up and pin it into place. I like to make sure that my seams match up perfectly. And you will pin all of the sleeveless armhole together. Okay, so I took this to the machine and I sewed the armhole seam. Went back and clipped. Now we're going to turn it. Doesn't matter which direction you pull from, you can pull either way, but we're going to pull the roll out of the dress, or out of the shoulder seam, and we have one shoulder seam and armhole seam complete. Now we're going to do the same thing to the other side. We're going to roll, we'll lay it flat, do a nice tight roll. We can go back and press all of this afterwards. Do a nice tight roll. And then we will take the fabric that's underneath and we will flip it over the roll. There's our roll. We'll line up our shoulder seams and do the same thing again. Okay, now I did my other shoulder seam, turned and pressed, clipped the curves, turned and pressed. So both of my armhole seams are complete. The next step would be to sew the side seams of your garment. So we're going to put right sides together. We will take this end of the armhole opening and match it up with the opposite one. Then we will pin and sew the fabric right sides together, and the liner right sides together. And we will do this for both sides, the left side and the right side of your garment. Make sure you line up your seams, your armhole seams, perfectly.